What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you 140 plus colouring book pages which are only $1.20 each. So, welcome back to StackinProfit. My name's Paddy and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, like I said in this video, I'm going to share with you a designer which I found over on CreativeFabrica which has some really great colouring book pages. Now, this designer is called Kids Garden, as we can see just here. Now, at any point you want to go through and check out some of the interiors that they have, I will leave a link down in the description below, so it's just that little bit easier. Disclaimer, it is an affiliates link, so if you decide to purchase, I will make a small commission. Now, I was on CreativeFabrica the other day. I'm always on here at least a few times a week, looking around, looking at designs, looking at interiors, looking at fonts, and looking at graphics, and I came across this designer. Now, I am currently following them. Top tip, which you should always do if you have an account, it can even be a free account over at CreativeFabrica, you can follow designers, and then once you've followed them you can go to my account, personal product feed, and you're going to have a personal product feed from all of the designers that you currently follow. So if we open that in a new tab, we'll just take a little quick look so you can see the layout. But this is one of the best tips that I can give you. Go through, follow lots of designers that you like, and then you're going to get this personal product feed just down here, as we can see. New products from designers that you follow. Then if I click on there, we can see all of the products from the designers that I follow, as we can see, and there's a lot of products which have been released from the designers that I follow. So that's a top tip. Go ahead and do that. You can do that completely for free with a free CreativeFabrica account. Anyway, onto this designer. So I was looking around the other day, come across this designer. I've come across them before, but I really like their colouring book pages. Now, another top tip, if you're going to use pre-made colouring book pages like these, then use them in combination with other colouring book pages or even activity book pages to create your own book, because you don't want to go and publish a book which everyone else has got. And if you can, always try to customize the pages a little bit just to make them stand out a little bit more. But I really like this designer. On the left hand side we can see that they actually have 141 pages or products about colouring pages here in their store, and from here we can see there's actually a lot of great niches. We have frogs, so this could be interesting. Now, if you want to see if there's demand for a certain niche and how popular that is, all you have to do is use Amazon. So now if we go over to Amazon, type in colouring book, if I can spell colouring book, now go to the beginning and let's type in frog. We can see that the frog niche in the colouring book niche is fairly popular. So we have a lot of different search terms which people are searching. The more popular a niche, the more search terms or keywords that there's going to be. So right off the bat we can see frog colouring book for adult, for kids 4 to 8, for kids all ages, toddlers, girls. These are all keywords that you could create your book around. So if you were to create a frog colouring book from, let's say, all of these frog pages here, then we could create that book and target just one of these keywords. Now, looking at these designs, we can see, let's actually close that tab, we can see that they would probably work best for kids, not too young. So if we go back to here, we could probably target for kids 4 to 8, or just for kids, or for all ages. But you'd want to target one of these keywords for frog colouring book. And it's the same with all the different niches on here. Now, I really like these colouring pages, so I thought that I would share that with everyone because there's quite a lot to choose from. And they're in quite a lot of good niches. So we have a bird colouring book just here. Now, the good thing I like about these colouring pages as well is that they're really cheap. So if you don't have a CreativeFabrica subscription, you can come in and download them really cheap. So let's go back over to here. Let's go to an incognito window because I'm logged in to my account in the other one. But now if we scroll down, we can see they're actually $1.20 for each bundle. And each of these products has 20 pages, as we can see just here. So $1.20 per little bundle, which is absolutely crazy. And they're usually $3.99 each, which again, still is not breaking the bank. Now, if we open one of these in a new tab, let's just give that a second, we can see there's 70% off. So on the whole store, there's 70% off all of these colouring pages. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last. It might last till tomorrow, next week, or a month. But my point is, if you really like these colouring pages, then come through, take a look and download them while you can. And remember, if you have the CreativeFabrica subscription, like I do, we can just come in and download these at no extra cost. So if we go back over to my account just here, and again, let's open this in a new tab, we're going to see there's no pricing because I pay for my subscription, which means I can just download these at no extra cost. Now let's take a look at more of these niches and colouring pages. We have frogs. Now, like I said, there's 20 pages per product. So each product could potentially make a whole book. Now again, I wouldn't use just the whole bundle. I would mix and match and then probably make an activity book using other pages from here on CreativeFabrica. The options are endless. But just don't take the lazy way out. The lazy way is just taking this, putting it together, making a cover and whacking it on Amazon. That's the lazy way. The proper way is to take these, use other graphics in combination with other graphics or other colouring pages or activity pages to create a unique book. Now let's go through the rest of these. We have more birds. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 100 pages just in the bird niche. And it's the same with the frogs here in this store. Now if we scroll down, we got a really great bundle here which has 400 pages, all unicorn as well. Then we have rabbit, a rabbit colouring book. So let's actually just see if people are interested in that. We're going to change the frog to rabbit, and now we have more keywords. So if you are going to use these types of pages, don't just use what they say that it is. So for this instance, it's just a frog's colouring page or a frog's colouring book. For this instance, it's just a rabbit colouring book. But now if we just do a little bit of research here on Amazon, we can see that there's a lot more keywords that we could potentially target. Again, we have for toddlers, 4 to 8, for teens, kids, adults. These are all different keywords that we can target if we were to create a rabbit colouring book. And it's the same with all these niches. And remember, the bigger the niche, the more keywords there will be. So let me say that again. The bigger niche, or the bigger the niche, the more keywords that there's going to be, and you can target around your books. Now let's go back, because there's one niche that stands out, which I really want to talk about really quick. Now we have sloths, more sloths, dragons, airplanes. So this is the one that I wanted to talk about, because airplane is spelt differently in the US to what it is in the UK. So if you were to create an airplane colouring book, but you wanted to target the UK, then the spelling is completely different. So in America, they just put air, plane, like so. Now we can see, again, there's a lot more different keywords that we could target if we were to create an airplane colouring book. But in the UK, we spell it a little bit different. So if you want to create an airplane colouring book but sell it here in the UK, you need to spell it as in aeroplane. So not airplane, it's aeroplane. So let's do that, aeroplane. I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of keywords because this is Amazon.com. You'd want to check this on Amazon.uk, but this is how we spell it, aeroplane colouring book. And actually, as you can see, there's a couple of keywords for it. Now, you're probably going to get a lot more on the UK Amazon website, so go through and check that out. But I just wanted to say that because there's a lot of people who create colouring books or any type of books and don't understand the difference between UK and American English spellings. So again, if you want to create an airplane colouring book for the UK, you'd have to create it with the word aeroplane, not aero. So with that out of the way, let's take a little bit, look, couldn't get my words out there. Let's take a little bit more of a look at some more of these colouring pages. So we got the aeroplane or the airplane colouring pages, farm animals. So that's a really good colouring book niche as well. So farm animals. And we can see there's not actually that many keywords, which is telling me that this niche is not very popular. Now, there's a lot of things that we can do. In fact, let's take that away. There we go, there's all the niches. I thought that was a little bit weird, but we can see there's quite a few different niches or keywords within the farm animals colouring book niche. We have adults, kids, 5 to 10, toddlers, children, boys, and all of this. So if you were to create a farm animal colouring book, then there's a lot of different keywords that you could attack and create your books around. Now remember, with farm animals, there's lots of different animals, so you could do a list of farm animals and also create those books as well. So what types of animals do we have on a farm? Well, we have cows, and look at that, cows colouring book. People are searching for this. We have a sheep. So sheep colouring book. Again, look, we can see that people are searching this. So using this designer, you can use this designer for ideas, and you can actually also use them to get your interiors, because as we saw, the interiors are only $1.20 at the minute, so it's really, really cheap. Now look at this. We have zoo animals, elephants, then we have sea animals, insects. The list goes on. There's 140 interiors, all colouring books, which you should come through and check that out. So if you're interested, click that link down below in the description. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been StackinProfit, and I'll see you again soon.